How many of you remember that 3 years ago, Babajide Sanwo-Olu, that is the governor of Lagos State, had a similar encounter with an officer in Lagos State. And what did he do? He had to ask the officer to call his superior to ask them or give them an order to disengage. And the officer responded that it is not in his position to call that officer to ask for such an instruction, that the governor should call his superiors so that they will give him the order to disengage. And it is as simple as that. So let's see what happened in the time of Sanwo-Olu. They will compare it with what happened some days ago with Wike and Officer Yerima.
Can you call your superior in Abuja and tell them that the governor is here and I'm the chief security officer and that you don't have any business being in my state right now and that I want you to disengage forthwith from here?
Thank you very much, sir. Your Excellency, sir. I'm not here on my own orders.
That's why I'm asking you to make a phone call and tell them, your superior, that I'm here standing in front of you. Make that phone call.
Thank you, sir. I'm here on instruction of this Special Bureau of Police to the AGF, sir. And that is why I'm here. I'm too small or too low to call them. Your Excellency, sir, with due respect, sir, you can call them directly, sir, so that they will ask us to leave.
So Inspector General Police ask you to come.
I'm here on instruction of Inspector General Police to the AGF, Attorney General of Defense.
I have spoken to the Attorney General this morning,
okay.
So he's not aware that you are here.
Well, we're expecting the call that we should disengage.
That's what I'm saying to you.
Yes, sir.
Because when I make the phone call, it will be tougher.
Now, let's see Wike's approach. Let's compare. Let's see how Wike approached that officer with abusive words, even when the officer was insisting that he is only acting based on instruction.
Officer. Nobody does that.
We did not carry anybody.
The man took this around. We will not allow going on chief of Naval and then for you to carry that.
Sir, everything was acquired legally.
Will you stop
so
that?
You get
Will you stop that?
Sir, I'm an officer, I have integrity.
Shut up, your mouth, put
I will not shut up.
Will you get out?
Sir, I won't shut up. Sir,
I was in school, you're not in school.
Sir, you can't shut
Will
me
you
up.
keep quiet?
You can't
Get
shut
a
me
big
up, sir.
fool.
I'm not a
You are a
fool.
big fool.
I'm not a
You
fool,
think you
sir.
can shoot anybody like that?
Sir, I'm not
You
a
are a big
fool.
fool.
I am not a fool, sir.
As at the time I
Don't call me a
graduated,
fool.
you were in primary school.
I'm acting on orders.
Take for
You
which
can't
order?
call me a fool.
And this, you will see whether you will not be here.
Sir, you can't call me a fool.
Go and put up your
I'm an
mouth,
officer.
put up
I'm not a fool, sir.
Okay,
I'm
I'm
an
with you.
officer.
You would have killed everybody here.
No, we won't kill anybody. We won't kill anybody. We are acting on orders.
Wike's media aide, Larry Olainka, said Wike only went there to find out what was happening, why soldiers were preventing officials from doing their work. And I don't think that if somebody was going somewhere or if Wike was going there just to find out what was happening, he would have gone there with a bulldozer. You understand? As was seen, he went there with a bulldozer. And there is this rumor that he has some issues with the former Naval chief. That means it was a personal vendetta, you understand? So it was not like he could not interface with the superiors. So he had all the avenue. We should be hearing that, oh, Wike had issues with the Minister of Defense, Wike had issues with the Army chief or the defense chief, that kind of thing. That's the kind of uh, um, thing we should be seeing, and not him coming to abuse an officer that is only carrying out instructions. It is left for him, as there is a local parlance that says, big man talk to big man listen. You understand? So people were expecting Wike to call the superiors so that the superiors will give a counter order to this officer so that he will disengage. It is not in the place of the officer to just disengage at that point. In fact, just as some people say, these soldiers and officers, they work like zombies. They act based on instruction. And if they've been given an order, they have to carry it out. They don't have an option, except maybe you have to change those rules and adjust those rules and all that. But in this case, the matter ought not to have degenerated to the point where it went. And Wike was just trying to show who he has always been, who we know him, that kind of thing, exercise power. Then, unfortunately, he met someone that has power, composure, character, and everything. Young, but the guy displayed a lot of confidence and a lot of maturity as compared to the FCT minister. So those of you that are supporting what Wike did, you can see the difference. You can see the difference. See what Sanwo-Olu did and see what Wike did. You can see the difference. And even Sanwo-Olu was interfacing with a police officer. You understand? And even when he said, "Oh, I've spoken with the IG," and the IG said he's now aware, you know, that kind of a thing, the officer still told him that it is not in his place to give a counter order, that he has to call his superiors and the superiors will give a counter order. The officer Yerima was acting based on instruction, based on an order, and it is only a superior order that can counter that order, not his own personal decision, you understand? And if this whole land grabbing thing that they are accusing Nyesom Wike of, some of us saw the video made by VDM where he was saying that Wike revoked the land and allocated it to the people that are managing his hotel in Port Harcourt, meaning that so many persons have been seeing these things happening over and over again. And just as you can see the latest development, there is this report that the president has asked Wike to leave the land for the Naval chief. And when the FCTA officials went to remove the bulldozer that Wike went to that place with, do you know what happened? Residents in the area were booing them. They are shouting, you know, that kind of a thing, meaning excitement that it was happening. So that means so many persons have been victimized, so many persons have faced these things. And it is unfortunate that the people don't even trust the courts. So nobody will say, okay, let's go to court and all that, because they believe, there is this belief that Wike owns the courts, not just in Abuja, but almost everywhere. So if Wike owns the courts, nobody is even willing to try that route. So this man is lucky, he has the power, he has the soldiers, he has the officers that can help him protect the property. So he had to use what he has, and it's unfortunate if there is lawlessness, if there is anything wrong that is going on in society, or if these officers also just are beginning to act like the politicians, trying to be lawless and all that. You cannot blame them, because the politicians, Wike, all of them, they've shown that there is no law. Okay, you can imagine what happened in Rivers State, Wike and Fubara. You can imagine that a sitting governor, an elected governor, was removed for no reasons. Sitting governor, because there is a superior power. So it is quite unfortunate, but we pray that Wike will learn from this and learn to approach issues with decorum, approach issues like he's dealing with humans and not dealing with animals. This will serve as a lesson to other politicians too, who feel that you can just trample on people. You don't know who you're going to meet tomorrow. I don't know who is going to handle your station and handle it very well, the way Yerima handled Wike. Bye. See you in the next video. Before you go, don't forget to subscribe. Don't forget to like. Don't forget to share this video. Bye.